Hey there, future fellow weird ass black sheep. Welcome to the most offensive church this side of the universe, the Porgy Pen. Cheering, clapping, cheering, clapping, cheering, clapping, applause. Still don't have my soundboard, still in a hotel. Yeah. Anyway, what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said What? He said what? He did not say that. This is God's unofficial biography, Das Bible, as read by yours truly, the Saint of Awesome, your Superstone Sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. Ha ha! And I'm fucking wonderful. Clap for me, I clap for you. Standing ovation. Round of applause. Baby, make those hands clap. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, I forgot to show my beautiful self. Wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't realize that light was on. Hold on. Shut it off. Yeah. There we go. So much better. So much better. Okay. So let me figure out what the fuck is going on, right? Okay. Yeah, things are happening. Stupid things, man. Stupid fucking things. Yeah. Nobody knows what the fuck is happening. Nobody knows the trouble I feel. Nobody knows my sorrow. So, yeah, we're gonna get all my chats up and running because reasons. Yeah. See? No, what's that demo ass bullshit? Don't do that. What are you doing? No one knows. Okay. So, we also got to share this one. Because what do we. How? Look, words and things. No one knows what's going on. Just fucking words and things, man. Words and things. Okay. There. Everything is up and running. There. We're going to see who doesn't message me today because it'll be a good time. So, anyway, we're on book 2 of this trilogy called God Said What. It is Jesus shit talking tour / wellness clinic. We are somewhere doing something. We are out here disturbing the peace with Jesus. Because why not? Wait a minute. I don't like this. No. Okay. Okay. We'll just leave it like that. All right. So let's go ahead and do this shit. Okay. So we're somewhere with Jesus. Uh, we're on chapter 13. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be some shit. There's going to be a lot of anti preaching. I don't apologize. Yeah. Because again, this is the most offensive church. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I have no reason to word magic this shit because you are in charge of your own soul. I can only tell you what Jesus said on how to save it. So I ain't got no reason to lie to you. I don't need your glory to tell me I do a good job because I know I do a good job. So here we go. Now, before Celebrate Dead Baby Day, when Jesus knew his hour had come, um, that he should depart from this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. Yeah, because how do they know that? Well, actually, we do know that even though he gets aggravated as fuck with these guys, he's like, you're so stupid. But he still loved them, I guess. Even the two, well, all of them betrayed him. Really, all of them did. But I suppose now we're only blaming Judas and not Peter and not Andrew and not John and not Nathaniel and not Bartholomew and not Thomas and not Philip. Yeah, we're only blaming Judas because here I come. Hold on. 1 second. Am I in trouble? Okay.
Coffee.
Yes.
And you need some house today?
Yes, actually. And I was wondering also,
I got you.
if we can have an extra coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'll get out of your way.
You are fine.
I'm gonna take my goodies. Coffee. So much coffee.
I'm a coffee drinker too, so I get it.
Hey, I have something for you.
What do you have? Oh, thank you.
It's for doing me right.
I appreciate that very much. And I'm about to be off work, so perfect time.
Live it up, girl. Okay. Okay. So, Celebrate Dead Baby Day was coming, right? And, um, so, wait, he loved them to the end. And supper being ended, the how do they know this? They don't know this. It says the devil put it into the heart of Judas to betray him. But Jesus, knowing that, how do they know this? Okay. Anyway, Jesus, knowing the Father gave him all things and that he had come from God and he was going to God. What? What does that have to do with any? That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Okay. He arose from supper. Oh yeah. This is the big thing. This is the really big thing. Hold on. Hey, 311, are you still here? Oh, something happened. Wait, 311, are you still here? Maybe. Somebody's here. I see people. I see dead people. Oh, I think I Okay, sorry about that. It was housekeeping. And dude, she brought me so much coffee. She brought me so much coffee. Sometimes it is amazing to be me. Like, absolutely amazing to be me. Like, almost all the time. Oh, anyway, so Jesus, now this was whoa, what happened? Hey, Sage. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but I'm so happy to see you. And I hope you're listening behind. Okay, so this was after the Celebrate Dead Baby Day supper. Well, the one that Jesus was having with his friends. Okay. And supper being ended, the devil having already put it into the heart of Judas to betray him. How do they know that? They don't know that. Jesus, decided his garments. He took his clothes off. They just, okay. Trying. Hey, Raja, welcome. It's good to see you. It's very good to see you. I'm about to do a whole lot of anti preaching. So, man, okay. I I actually am very good, but I'm about to do a lot of anti preaching. So, let's have fun. Okay. So apparently Jesus took his clothes off and grabbed a towel and some water. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with a towel with which he was girded. Then he came to Peter, and Peter was like, "What? Why are you washing my feet?" And Jesus said, "What I am doing, you do not understand now, but you will after this." Okay, so Jesus is in a room with his friends and he's washing his friends' feet. They're not strangers in this room with him, they're only his friends, and he is washing their feet. So to me, that means you take care of the people closest to you. You do the most intimate things with the people closest to you. And you give help outside of your circle, but you give absolute love to the people in your circle. Like, it's not like one of those things where it's like on that football commercial. It's like, wash everybody's feet. We all love each other because we're washing feet. No. Jesus is not in a room with strangers. Jesus is in a room with his friends, and he's taking care of his friends very intimately. Because, believe it or not, the feet are they're an intimate part of your body. Nobody should be touching your feet. That's why it's such a big deal to wash the feet of people you love, because the feet take everything. If you didn't have your feet, you wouldn't be able to hold yourself up. So it's like you intimately take care of the people in your immediate circle. Yes, right, Raja. Right, but that was his friends, right? He was doing it with his friends, right? Because, like, when people are like, wash the feet of the poor, it's like that's not what that means at all. It means intimately take care of the people in your circle, make sure they are okay. Above everything, you treat your friends better than you treat yourself. Okay, so I'm done anti preaching on that. So, and then Peter's like, you're not washing my feet, old man, go sit down. And Jesus is like, if I don't wash you, you have no part with me. Right. If I can't take care of you, you're not my friend. So just, you are my friend. I want to take care of you. Let me take care of you. And then Peter was like, okay, well, just give me a bath. And Jesus said, he who is bathed needs to only wash his feet, but is completely clean. And you are clean, but not all of you, because he knew about Judas and stuff. And Jesus was like, not all of you are clean, though. But again, I don't think when he says these things, he's talking about Judas, because he also knows what Peter's about to do to him, which there's even not very much difference between what Judas did and what Peter did. At least Judas was a good whore and got paid for it. Peter did it for free. I'm always outnumbered on my chat. I know nobody thinks that about Peter except for me. And this is an offensive church, and I am offensive as fuck. So don't hate me for a different reason than that, because I truly believe that. Peter was just as bad as Judas. Yes. Yup, Raja. Okay. So when he had washed their feet, he had got dressed and sat down again and said, do you know what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you say, well, for so I am. If then your Lord and teacher has washed your feet, so you shall wash one another's feet. Okay. So he's telling them to take care of each other because shit's about to be so bad. They're going to need each other. Right? So it's like not go wash the feet of the poor. It's take care of each other because you're going to need each other. For I have given you an example that you should do as I have done to you. Listen, I'm telling you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is he who is sent greater than he who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. I do not speak concerning all of you. I know who I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled. He who eats bread with me has lifted up his heel against me. Now, I'm telling you before it comes, and when it does come to pass, you may believe that I am he. Because listen, I'm telling you, he who receives whomever I send receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me. When Jesus had said these things, he was troubled in spirit and testified and said, listen, I'm telling you, one of you will betray me. Then the disciples looked at one another, perplexed, and spoke. Is it I? You would know if it was you. Of course it wasn't you, you idiot. Now, there was leaning on Jesus' bosom one of the disciples whom Jesus loved. Remember what we just read about Lazarus. Lord, the one you love is sick, Lazarus. Jesus wept for Lazarus. The disciple Jesus loved was Lazarus. So Jesus tells us to Lazarus. And Peter, therefore, motioned to him to ask whom it was when he spoke. Then leaning up back on Jesus' breast, he said to him, who is it? And Jesus was like, it's the dude that I'm about to dunk this bread on. And having dipped the bread, he gave it to Judas. Now, after the piece of bread, Satan entered him. And Jesus was like, yeah, go do this. Hurry up, go. Jesus told him to go do it. He's like, go do it. Get this over with. My God watch is broken. I'm getting annoyed. But no one at the table knew for what reason he said this to him. For some thought, because Judas had the money box, that Jesus said, go buy some things. Or go give something to the poor. Having received the piece of bread, he went out immediately, and it was night. So when he had gone out, Jesus was like, now the Son of Man is glorified, and God has glorified him. Yeah, words and things. Little children, I shall be with you a little longer. You will seek me. And like I said to these terrible ass people, where I am going, you cannot come. Now, listen, I'm telling you, a new commandment that I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you. So again, he's telling his room full of friends, take care of one another. Take care of your intimate circle. It's not like, yeah, do kind things for poor people, but do intimate things with the people you love. Make sure you're taking care of one another in your intimate circle, in your family, in your friends. People get this mixed up on purpose because they don't really care about Jesus. They care about Paul and what Paul said, which is the exact opposite of what Jesus said, by the way. Okay. So, like I told these terrible ass people, where I'm going, you cannot come. But listen, I'm telling you, a new commandment I give to you: love one another. By this, all will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another. Teach by example, love each other in public, Teach these lessons to friends. So Peter said to him, Lord, where are you going? Dave Matthews Band. Yeah, where are you going? Okay, and then Jesus is like, where I am going, you cannot follow me, but you will follow me afterward. And Peter said, I'll just go with you now because I'm not a fucking coward. Coward bitch. He's a coward. Look, look. He's tough until he has to be tough. Okay. Here we go. This is the most offensive shit I've ever read in my life. And Peter said, why can't I follow you now? I will lay down my life for your sake. It's highly offensive. Did they put this in here on purpose? Highly offensive. And Jesus is like, you will? No, I don't think so, because before it's even morning, you're going to deny me 3 times, Peter, so shut up. Anyway, that was crazy. Oh. Okay. Um. Man, I'm supposed to be doing stuff. But we are in between chapters. What did you guys think about that? Um. So what is your guys' interpretation? And I know you're like telling me in the comments what you're thinking, but I kind of lose it in context because I was reading. But Raja, what do you think about like the whole thing? What about you, 311? What do you think about the whole thing? Nothing, no one. I have nothing. Yeah, I don't know either, but I do know, I don't know, because it's like the people that teach people how to read the Bible in like college and shit. Like, I feel like they're, and I even feel like the pastors and the preachers purposely mislead people. Yes, what we do. And it's like, I think the people mislead on purpose. And then there are people that do not try to mislead on purpose, but end up misleading because they don't actually read the whole, like, and that might be the problem. People don't read the whole story, they just read it verse by verse. And when you read it verse by verse, it takes away from the context of the whole story. And the whole story is Jesus is in a room with his friends talking about um, loving the people like your friends. You love them this way. You wash their feet, you comfort them. It's not like go and start washing like poor people's feet. That's not what the fuck that means. Because Jesus would have did it to a stranger if he was talking about doing it to a stranger. But again, when you read it verse by verse, it could mean that. You know, but if you read the whole story and you know it in context, that's not what that means at all. Yeah, something like that. Dun, dun, dun. Follow your heart, use your head. Yes, I know it seems like I have an open mind, but I do not. I believe what I preach 100% because I feel, and I have that in common with other people because I feel like I have it right. Because I'm reading the Bible the way it should be read, story by story, lesson by lesson, teaching the lesson in the context of the story. And everybody said you should pay attention to what the history is. Well, if we pay attention to what the history is, a lot of this stuff that they say Jesus said to these people would have got him killed immediately, and they wouldn't have needed a false witness. And I've said a lot of these things in the story of Jesus, it's like Jesus didn't say that, or they wouldn't have needed false witnesses because he was literally saying it to these people. But I don't know. But again, it's hard to explain myself because nobody reads the Bible like I do. Nobody puts it in context. They just put it in verses and then wrap their preaching around this one verse instead of this one story. But I've been trying to do it by the stories, by the chapters. And again, I think that is the best way to do it. Damn. I don't know. But like 311, Raja, what? How do you guys like the Bible being read to you? I suppose that should be my question. Is anybody over here on YouTube? Oh, there is. I didn't see you over here on YouTube. Am I still even live on YouTube? Should have checked that a long time ago. Ask that again. What? Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. I like reading the Bible by the story, by the, like, if you read the whole story gives you context. Like, everybody likes to preach the Bible out of context. And that's why a lot of people don't believe in God and a lot of people don't believe in Jesus because everybody tells the story out of context. So it sounds like it's contradicting itself because nobody reads the Bible the way it should be read. Yes. Well, that's what I said at the beginning of this video is I I guess my agenda would be donations for animal food. Like that if I was to choose anything to have an agenda for, it would be to feed my animals because I want to feed my animals. But also, like I want to know what the Bible says. I don't want to be preached. Yes, exactly, Raja. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm just looking where my hats fell off my cigarette, but I'm guessing they fell off in the ashtray. Yes. Well, and that's what Jesus said. Also, the kingdom of heaven is inside you. So it would be based on the choices you make, is what heaven would be for you, or what hell would be for you, based on the choices that you make. Oh shit, what? What I do? What I do? Tell me what I did. No. See, the thing is, no. Remember, the lady is real nice to me. She gave me a whole lot of coffee, and I may have bribed her, paid her off a little. So I feel like maybe I could smoke one cigarette in here. I just can't make it a habit. But I'm live streaming, so. But I can't smoke weed in here because my weed smells funky. Oh, yeah. She gives me She gives me good coffee. Yeah. See, I try to be good. I try to be good. And these people are very nice to me. Like the first night I came here and I was here by myself, I got so scared. They let me sit down in the front of the hotel. They let me sit out there and watch TV until I started feeling better. It was so bad. And I'm up here on the fifth floor, so nobody's getting up here without somebody seeing them. Yes. And they've been letting me smoke in the employees area. They've been letting me go there and smoke. Yeah. Dude, sometimes it's really fucking awesome to be me. I'm not gonna lie. God has made me a very awesome kind of person because people are so nice to me. Even serial killers are nice to me. It's weird. Coffee in the joint. Cut, 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 cut. Coffee in the joint. Cut, cut, cut. Yeah, I'm using that. I love that. Yeah, this hotel coffee. I don't know. This hotel coffee is really good though. And she said they have an endless supply, so I can have as much coffee as I want. And I said, man, I'm a professional coffee drinker. You don't want that. But she brings me all these cups. And like, I'm so used to using the same coffee cup for like days on end. So I have so many coffee cups over here, and I just keep using the same one. I need to learn to not use the same coffee cup for a couple days. Wait, what? What? What happened, Raja? Wait, hold on. I've been arrested. Yeah, no. What's your story? What's your man? What's your story? I'm only in this hotel because my pipes exploded. It was nothing really detrimental. What happened to you? It's crazy. Man. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Holy crap, Raja. Wow. That's crazy. It, man. And I thought I had it bad. No, hell no. Wow, that's wild. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Wow. I don't, that's a lot to go through. Yeah. Hey, my neighbor wants to live in her car because apparently, like, that's like a thing and people love to do it. I have too many animals. I have way too many animals. His face that big. This is crazy. What's happening? Okay, we're just gonna quit fucking around. What happened to my picture? Man, why is my face so big? This. What the hell? Okay, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Uh, I don't know what's happening. Cool. And there is always somebody here on the foxhole. General Piggy is usually always here for me all the time. I love that guy. Yeah. Sometimes I go live on Foxhole when I am home alone and I get scared. I foxhole, I YouTube. No, not YouTube. I stream strictly to Pilled when I'm home and scared, and I watch wrestling. And usually General Piggy will come in here and watch wrestling with me. 311 comes in here all the time and watches wrestling and whatnot. It is so weird how we rely on phones anymore. Man, it's crazy. But I am go ahead off here and I'm gonna go downstairs and smoke this cigarette and this joint. And then you're not supposed to say who it is. And I think I'm the only one allowed to call him General Piggy anymore. Thank you. And if you give me a few minutes, yeah, if you give me a few minutes, because I got to find out where their washing machine is. Because Dustin has decided we're just going to live in our hotel clothes. So, whatever we got here is whatever we're going to wash and just wear. Because we've been going back and forth every day changing our clothes. It's a thing. So, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. But then, are you guys gonna come back and watch wrestling with me? Or something? Man, no. We'll just listen to music. We'll listen to Juggalo music because JCW is tonight at 7 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock. I watch it at 8 o'clock. So actually, no. We're just gonna watch it live. Fuck it. We'll just watch it live. So I don't need to skip anything because I have a bad problem skipping through shit. So we'll just okay. Yeah. Well, then we'll come back here and we'll listen to some music. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and hit this joint. So I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Oh, and thanks for the follows and thanks for the red pills. And if you are over on YouTube, which it looks like you're not. So like and subscribe. Love y'all. A few minutes.